Costa Rica! I knew I was coming. All right. Yeah, the bravery of being out of range. That's a very prophetic song. I can't even remember which album it was on of mine. But I know I added a couple of verses when I was on tour in Europe a few years ago. The two verses that start off, 30 years later, it's the same old tune. We're no closer to peace than the man in the moon, which is sad but fucking true. All right, we are going to do a new song now. Before we do, I find it difficult to get through more than a few seconds of any day without breaking down emotionally because of the genocide that is going on in Gaza as we speak. Okay, I'm not going to raise my voice. But it is unconscionable. And we're learning something that none of us knew before the Israelis started committing, well, they started 75 years ago, but the recent bombing of Gaza started. And we see all the Western governments cheerleading the genocide of our friends and neighbors, the Palestinians. And we know now for sure that our governments are not expressing our feelings, they're expressing the desires and feelings of the large corporations who they serve. We know, because we read the polls, that 75% of Americans, our brothers and sisters in America, want them to stop bombing the Gazans now, this second. How can you do it? And they won't. So we're learning a lot. Okay, we're going to do a new song called The Bar. All it was me and my band. So we can share our opinions with one another, although we won't necessarily all agree, without fear of being dragged away in chains for expressing an opinion, which is the way the world is heading. Mark my words. Anyway, okay, so a little bit of this first, we're only doing two small pieces of the bar. And there's a verse in it about one of the corporations that I was speaking about. This corporation is called Raytheon, and it's in western Arizona. And it makes armaments, it makes bombs to drop on brown people in foreign fucking countries. So I don't really approve of it. So this is a little bit of a song to people who spend their lives working at Raytheon. Thank you. And welcome!